one to Angie. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tigers offense will start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Knight. With the catch, it's Cobb. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down line. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep.
Oh.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The kick is on its way. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Past the first down marker and still running. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness, establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Tate. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Flips it out on the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen.
Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American. He's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
On target to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. It's Tate. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the ground with the back. Finding open areas. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He'll keep it himself. Made a defender miss. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
Multiple schools.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Any speculation about Ryan Day's future, even after the loss to Michigan, was patently ridiculous. But now they've won the national championship, and he is safe in the toast of the town, at least until they play Michigan.
No doubt. Toast of the town until the next game. Obviously, high standards in Columbus. They won a national championship. Palmer, they got hot, absolutely scorching hot last year down the stretch at the right time.
And they have one of the most exciting players in all of college football in Jeremiah Smith at wide receiver. I can't wait to see what this guy does. Now only a true sophomore, he is built different, and he is going to ball.
This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. To the air, it's Sayed. Quick fire on the slant. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Cobb. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this, I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
He's got the back in the middle. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Finds his man, it's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The give to the single back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Auburn. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Going right to work up top. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Working the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Tigers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
On the set.
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So here comes the Auburn offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Looking left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. The run from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bust through behind his pad. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. On the ground, it's Jackson. Shakes off the defender. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. They got it, it's blocked. That's a live ball, and the defense has it.
After that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Knight. Right on target this time. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Offense working from the pistol. They'll try to pop the draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense.
He wants to take the top off. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the 2nd half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
The give on the inside. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Under fire. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These 2 are on the same page.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working that left side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option, the give. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Caught over the middle, it's Thompson. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it, though.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Auburn. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fighting off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dump, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Yeah, dog.